All right, welcome back to another full self-driving video. Nothing's much changed as far as software goes. We're still on software 14.1.4. If you're new here, this is my Tesla Model 3 Performance 2024 Hardware 4. We're in San Francisco, and we're going to be taking a couple stops, a drive through a few stops just to make sure it gets kind of busy and to see how well it handles the busy streets of San Francisco. Nothing too crazy here. I might do some hill stuff later, but as far as where we are now, we're at a McDonald's, and we're going to navigate all the way to Union Square. We're not going to park or anything. We're going to move on, go down through the North Beach side, and then toward Fishman's Wharf, but not at Fishman's Wharf, and we'll go down just a little bit toward Ghirardelli Square. So a lot of this should be stop and go, a lot of traffic, hopefully foot traffic as well. And we'll just see how well it does. And I'm parked at this McDonald's, and I'm going to time-lapse everything essentially. So if there's anything of note, then I will definitely, do a little voiceover. Not a voiceover. I have the microphone. I'll go ahead and talk about it. But for the most part, if it's boring, I will just speed right through it, and you'll see that in the video. So anyway, let's get started. We can just hit full self-driving and see how long it takes. I'll say just leaving that parking lot was already pretty smooth. So here we have a free spot. Yep, you can turn. Okay. Oh, but this is a right turn only lane. So let's see how this goes. So it's going to adjust because it sees it's the right turn only. So it's turning its signal instead of going straight like it's supposing it should. So here we have green, but we can't go straight. We turn right. Even the map still hasn't followed through yet. So here we go. We adjust. All right, handled that pretty well. I would have done the same thing. I didn't know that was a right turn lane only. So very good adaptability right there. So I think this is new in the update. There's a chime that just happened. It says, there's a little icon here that says speed camera ahead. And then you can see, you can't click on it, I guess. But it just means that there's a speed camera ahead. So you don't want to speed in this lane. And just to go over, I guess, while we're talking about that, there's different self-driving profiles. So we have Sloth, Chill, Standard, Hurry, and Mad Max. We're on Standard right now. If I were on Mad Max, maybe I'd get that ticket. I don't want a ticket for speeding. So I'll put it on Standard, and there at the destination that I have located, there is no parking lot or parking garage, or I can select it if I wanted to, but for the most part, I'll just leave it on street because we're not going to try and go for parking today. We're really just going to try and, once we get to that first location, I'm just going to move on to that next location and not really park anywhere. But yeah, we'll see. So we have a couple construction zones ahead. There's this one right here, and then there's one up ahead. If I were in this lane, I have to move over at some point. We'll see how it handles here. Should be not a problem. Yep, we're gonna move over a little bit. Take this next lane. And we have a yellow light. Very good. Good stop. There's a new smart car that's I forgot what company is doing that, but that's a very interesting self-driving kind of smart car where there is no driver's seat. It's two people facing each other, kind of like a bus, but a very small miniature bus. That was interesting to see. It's rare to find those. They're mostly still in testing phase. I'll try and figure out what those are. If anyone knows, you can let me know in the comments. Those are really interesting stuff. That was good. We have that keep clear sign and we're not in the middle of it. And it knew to stop there. That was good. Okay, we're about to touch down in Union Square. What? What is this place? Oh, they have Al Pastor here. I think is it new? I don't know. All right, we're in downtown Union Square. It's just off to our left. All right, reactive stop to that one gentleman outside that FedEx truck. I'd say that's a pretty safe maneuver. Caught me off guard too. I would have been like, what the hell? You know? But that was good. Okay, so we're gonna turn. No, we're gonna park. Let's continue. Okay. It wants to park here. Curbside parking, sure. And we'll start because this isn't where exactly we want to be. So we move over. All right, that was very good. And then our next destination, we're gonna go through Union Square one more time, all the way through. And I like going down North Beach. I usually do my little photography walks from Union Square all the way to North Beach and then eventually to Fisherman's Wharf. And so that's kind of the route I'm taking the car on this time instead of walking myself, taking some photographs. But just interesting to see how the car does driving downtown, where I normally would like to walk instead because I don't want to drive down here. And the other thing that I like to point out is just how fluid the user interface here is. So look, the blinker's on, the camera's up. We have this that I can pinch and zoom. This I can pinch and zoom. I can swipe. It's so fluid, this whole thing, and just how it expands, and then you can see, you know, just what kind of a weird layout of what the cameras are able to see, and then just how smooth it is to reset, position. Just everything around here is very smooth and fluid. I don't know. It's just something that I think is maybe overlooked sometimes. Yeah. So right here is Union Square. It's kind of blocked behind these buses. We do have to move over a lane. Yeah, Union Square to our right. And we got to get over a little bit more. Very good. It's handling itself very well so far. There's the new Nintendo store that opened up this year. I haven't been yet. When it first opened up, I think you needed to reserve a time or something to get in. I don't know. But yeah, that's interesting. It's new. Trying to revamp Union Square. Though right now there's a Waymo right there. No one's driving in that car. I just forgot to point that out. Yeah, there's a Waymo. It's going to be a bunch of driverless cars coming around San Francisco. That's for sure. Just go. Yeah. There's no one behind me, and they already started moving, so I didn't touch the brake or anything. The car decided, hey, just go. All right. Good. Here we have a flashing red light. I think we just take this as a stop sign. Is this lady wanting to go? Go ahead. creep up a little bit, or just go if you can see. All right, take it, go ahead. Threw on its signal for that one. Oh, it's handling these pretty well. I'm like focused looking straight ahead. I almost didn't realize we were turning. We have to move over for our lane. So, but it's doing very well for that actually. It's just throwing on its signal every time to do so, I guess. Yep, we're just going straight. We're in the correct lane. We just have some bumpy roads here. And I think our destination is Washington Square, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'll let it see if it wants to find parking here. And then once it does whatever it needs to do, we'll hit start. And then move it down to this parking garage, because I want to go down this street and then this way toward Ghirardelli Square. And then we're done. We'll see how well it does. So far, the drive has been very good. I feel pretty safe. I don't think I have any worries. I know I still have to be attentive and aware, but it's been pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in what it's capable of and what it's not capable of. And so far, it's just doing pretty good as far as 14.1.4 goes. So it's going to try and park. Where does it want to park? So there was a parking spot if it wanted to, but it missed it. And so now I think it's just going to try and look for parking. Yep, just go for it. Let's see what it does now that it's trying to figure out where it wants to be. We do have a no turn on red, so we're not turning. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we'll go to Golden Boy Pizza. Shout out Golden Boy Pizza. We'll edit this, we'll get rid of that. So Golden Boy Pizza should be straight ahead actually. But we'll see what it wants to do. Or, I mean, you can go straight ahead. Oh, well, let's turn right. Yeah, because it's packed over there. Let's turn right. Beautiful. Okay. Yep, this is normally where I want to walk. Usually do my walks. Here, I'll take a photo right now. Let's do F16. So on my photo walks, I usually use this. It's a film camera, the Leica MP. If you guys know, you may know. If you don't, that's fine. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, normally I just walk around. I go from Union Square through Chinatown up to North Beach, this area, and then yeah, I'd eventually make it to Fisherman's Wharf. So here's an interesting bit. We just keep going straight for this one. Or at least this is what the car wants to do. Even if I were driving, I just follow the car navigation. Wow, gotta take this one more time. All right, so we're turning left here. There is a box truck right up ahead. And so we're kind of stuck. Homie's eating a sandwich. It's pretty cool. But this box truck needs to move up a little bit if he can. But he's trying to turn left. That's what he has his left signal on. There we go. Box truck can move. I'll squeeze in. Go ahead. And we're going to swap places with this Mustang. It's a very narrow road. Awesome. Okay, and then Golden Boy Pizza should be on our left a little bit. We have a stop sign. People walking. Good. This car is doing very well. I have no problems here. Okay. So this is like Little Italy, North Beach area. What a beautiful day in San Francisco. Sometimes it gets gloomy, but on days like these, when it's nice and bright outside, it's a nice day to be out. So we'll make our left toward Golden Boy. It's a very small pop-up shop. Very nice pizzas by the slice. Yum. Okay, but I'm not gonna go get any pizza. We're just gonna continue on with our drive. And so there's nowhere to park. Oh, we might be stuck. So it's gonna park? Yes. All right, so I'll hit start self-driving one more time. Hello? Do we have a destination? Continue trip. Okay, start self-driving. So we're gonna be moving over. Wow. Okay, so we might pull the same move that big truck did. So we're technically in opposite lane, but we're just doing what we do to get by. Very good. Okay. And we're moving over. Flawless. Flawless. And impressive. Self-driving car. I don't know, you can't see it. The Waymo did a nice right turn there. Okay, so we have no turn on red, so that truck shouldn't have gone, but it decided to go anyway. Yeah, this whole intersection is no turn on red for all places, as you can see. Very attentive, very good. It's reading the right signs. I know that was a really confusing intersection there. Yeah, there's this coffee shop, Compton's Coffee, over to our left. It's nice. It's just a little bit overpriced sometimes. We got good seasonal drinks though. So it's pulling up to our destination, which isn't really a destination, it's just kind of a random drop in the map. But it's going to try and look for parking, probably. So right up ahead is right by the piers toward Fisherman's Wharf. So that guy's not looking. He was able to go as a pedestrian, but he didn't, so the car decided to go. And we'll actually just end our stop. So I can edit trip, remove this, and we'll go to Ghirardelli. Holy shit. All right. I'll say it's actually that was very swift to go ahead and adjust course. Although very abrupt, I probably should have just let it park itself first, but it said, holy shit, we're going the wrong way. And it turned like crazy. So that was very interesting. I was not expecting that. I don't think that's ever happened before. Not even sure if I've really attempted adjusting the destination like that on the fly, but that's what it did. That's interesting. Nice. So we got Fisherman's Wharf over to the right. There's Alcatraz, if you can see, all the way to the back. And you can see it because there's a little bit of fog, but it's just enough. But mostly blue sky, which is really nice. What a beautiful day in San Francisco. Beautiful day. Yeah, I think we could just be in the far left lane. I don't know, that was kind of confusing. I think this is for the tram/trolley, and then this lane is for cars. And we have our green lights, so we can turn left. Very good. Easy. Nice. So then we have Ghirardelli Square just right up ahead. And for our Whoops. We're gonna do parking garage. Is there a parking garage here? Let's do street parking. There's parking right there. There's a bunch of parking spots. I'm not sure which one it's gonna look to choose to park at. But is there a parking garage here? I thought there wasn't. So we do have, ooh, look at this nice slot right there. No. All right, you don't want it? Whatever. Which spot do you want? You want to park in the red? Don't do that. You had a nice other parking spot. Okay. I just want to move. So let's go over here. Not North Point Market. Let's go. Can I go to this lot? No. Can I go to this lot? No. All right, I'll throw on my hazards. Okay, well, thanks for watching this video. This is just a demonstration for full self-driving in San Francisco. It's handled itself very well. There's been some highlight clips, or whatever you can say, that's done very well in a lot of scenarios driving through downtown. I personally don't stress out while driving downtown. I actually like driving downtown. It's not too bad. But, you know, if you're not someone who likes driving downtown, FSD, and you have FSD 14.1.4, you're in good hands, okay? Well, that's my video for today. So far, our watt hours, let's see, our current drive. So I drove to San Francisco. It took me a little bit over, like, almost an hour or something. So for an hour and 54-minute drive, almost 2 hours, I've used 215 watt hours per mile, if that's interesting to you. So yeah, very interesting stuff. I'll go ahead and end the video there. Thanks for watching. Peace.